than I could even imagine. But I got to know that information because God wants me to do something about it. He wants me to love that person, to open the word to them, to just be real with them. So those are relationships with my students, but also with my staff. Our staff is not a Christian school. It's a secular school. And we have students that come that aren't Christians. That's how they were able to get saved. But our staff as well. And there's one teacher in particular I wanted to share. Her name is Belsy. She is a real go-getter. Real outgoing. She likes to practice her English. She is someone that has really touched my heart. But, I've been praying for her for a long time. And this year I invited her to spend the night at my house after a VBS program she was helping me with. And in the morning I told her, I have a hard question that I can't state any easier. But I need to know if you have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. And she said no. And I had a feeling that was the answer. Even though she's been at the school, she's heard the gospel, she's helped me translate it to people, she knows the information. And she accepts it to be true, but it takes more than that. It takes that personal commitment, like I'm surrendering me to him, which she was lacking, and she knew it, and she told me. So we talked about it. And she said, well, everyone at church says that I have to do these things, and they don't do it, so I don't know what they're talking about. And you know what? I don't feel all holy, and I try to pray to God, but I don't feel all super all the time, so I'm not connecting with him. And I told her, you know what? I'm sorry, but it's not all about these requirements. We can't keep them, you're right. And thank God it's not based on them that we can know God and go to heaven. And you know what? Thank God it's not based on your emotions either, because I am an emotional roller coaster. So I'm sorry that that's the influence and the things you've seen, but that's not what this book says. This book says that if you confess with your mouth and that you believe in your heart, that you'll be saved. And that he wants to make you a child of God, and that he wants to love you, and that he wants to know you. And she told me, well, Nancy, that's not what other people say. That's not what other people think. I don't understand. Not everyone else has told me that. And I said, the road is narrow and few choose it. So it's up to you. I can't make the decision for you. And you know I'm telling you this because I love you. And I want you to really know God and not just know all this information that I know you've heard. And so we prayed. And she accepted Christ in her heart that morning. And I was excited and I shared with my friends, but it didn't just end there. She doesn't need to just accept information. She needs to know how to walk with God. So I gave her a Bible. So I've been emailing her. So I'm super excited about this year, walking closer with her and seeing as we walk together and find out about this word and who is this God that says he loves her, but all these people seem to tell her other things. These are relationships that I have the privilege of experiencing and growing, not just her, me too. When my student asked me, Nancy, am I cursed because the mine idol in our house broke? Whoa, that's a challenge to my faith right there. How do I answer that? Like, God is growing me and these people, but praise God, and it's not because of what I have to offer, it's because what he is doing in our lives. And so, that's what we do. Also the church, sorry, I change this up every time, Pete, you love it. Anyway, so, that's what we're doing there. Our school has grown.